All right, all right. I hope I am audible now. I hope I am audible now. Okay, okay. All right. I just had to click the my mic was not set. Okay. So let's start. Let's start again. Okay. A very warm welcome. So many sounds now. So many sounds. Okay, I need to. Okay, here we go again. My JEE 2026 and 2027 warriors, this is technically the very first session of this particular session where we are going to start with a bridge course. Now today is we are going to start with a bridge course, and the topic for today is inequalities. For all of those who are attending my session, my lecture for the very first time, this is my brief introduction. As you can see, I am your very own Ninja ma'am, and I have over a decade of teaching experience in both online and offline, and I'm famous for my conceptual clarity along with amazing ninja techniques, which we are going to see a lot of ninja techniques this complete year. Approximately 200 plus ninja techniques I'm going to give you. That is not going to be helpful just for JEE Main, but for JEE Advanced as well. Okay, and yes, just one request I have from you all, that you have to like the session and show me the attendance and show me some love also. Okay, all right, everybody. Yes, okay. Am I audible, by the way? All right, all right. Chalo, let's start. Let's talk about today's chapter without wasting any time. Okay, so today's chapter, if I talk about today's chapter, this is a prerequisite chapter, not only for complete mathematics. Trust me, inequalities will be definitely 100% helpful or required to solve your complete mathematics 11th and 12th, not only for mathematics but for JEE Advanced as well and physics as well. Okay, all right. Yes, input volume you are saying is not what is happening with input volume? Let me check. Let me check, huh? Let me check hardware and sound. Adjust system volume. System volume, can you see that it's completely high? Completely high. Okay, everybody, it's completely high, I feel. I think I'm nicely audible, people are saying. Okay, now it's clear. Kings of King is saying. Okay, let me change the mic. Let me try changing the mic. Huh? I have got two mics. Maybe this mic is not, but this is not getting on. I think we have to uh, do it with this. Okay. All right. So we are going to start with inequalities, but I would like to tell you something amazing about Vedantu Learning Center. As you can see that we are starting batches. We are already having batches which are filling fast for JEE NEET and your foundation as well. Okay, and you can see that all the offline centers are now in your city. You can locate it as well. Okay, and yes, so Vedantu Learning Center, we have limited seats, so link is given in the description box. You can just check it out and contact your nearest Vedantu Learning Center. Okay, everybody. Yes, now we are going to start with the bridge course today. Okay, oops, what is happening with mic? Okay, let me try keeping the mic like this. Okay, is it better? Let me just check, huh? uh, let me check on my phone, huh? Let me check on my phone. The mic, I think the voice is absolutely fine. What happened? Voice is absolutely fine. Let me just check, huh? It's completely full. Even if I keep it over here. Check on my phone, huh? Let me check on my phone. So I think whoever are facing voice issue now, I think you need to check your device. Maybe your device is having issue with the low volume. Okay. All right, everybody. So just change your device, maybe try changing your device, you will get better volume. Now we are going to start with this bridge course. What is going to happen in this bridge course? Okay, so before we start class 11th and 12th chapters, we are going to study bridge course. In bridge course, what we are going to study? Let me tell you, inequalities. Okay, inequalities. Now inequalities may, we are going to take 2 sessions for inequalities. One is with basics of inequalities, that is today basics may we are going to study properties, and we are going to study some amazing ninja tips to master inequality, so that in wavy curve method, while studying wavy curve, or you can say method of interval, you won't face any problem. Okay, know your syllabus, know the bridge course syllabus. Then we have logarithm. 90% of the JEE aspirants ignore this chapter, and then eventually what happens when JEE Advanced give you, or JEE Main gives you one question in which properties are required, then you are not able to do it. So must do chapters. Also in here also we are going to need 2 sessions for logarithm. Along with that, then we have modulus, equations and modulus, inequalities, same in first session. Then we have sets, that is though it's there in your NCERT also, the sets chapter. Okay, so this is what 4 chapters or 4 topics you can say we are going to cover in bridge course. We are going to start it off with inequalities right away. Okay, now see, in class 10th and before class 10th, we know exactly how to solve equations. So if I give you that, if I just give you that 2x plus 3 is equals to 5, you will be able to solve this equation very nicely. Okay, you'll be able to solve this equation very nicely. But if I tell you that inequalities, obviously this is something which you have seen already so many times since so many years, but inequalities sometimes might feel a little overwhelming. For example, x plus 1 upon x greater than 3. This is a little bit trickier one, but if I give you the easier inequality, it is 2x plus 3 greater than 5. Okay, greater than 5. So clearly, this is your inequalities which we are going to deal with it, and this is your equations which we already know. Now obviously see, in equations we follow certain rules. Since our childhood, since class 1, we follow certain rules while solving equations. But for inequalities, we need to learn from the very beginning. We need to learn certain rules, certain properties from the very scratch. Okay, all right everybody. Yes, now if I talk about types of inequalities, you must have already seen that greater than sign. How many of you have seen this greater than sign? Less than sign, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Okay, so let me just write, this is your greater than sign, greater than sign. Okay, this is your less than sign, less than sign. This is greater than or equal to, greater than or equal to. Okay, see, in mathematics you need to learn or, and, or and are two completely different quantities, and you need to understand the mathematical meaning of or and. Okay, so greater than or equal to, and this is your less than or equal to, less than or equal to. Everybody, all 4 signs clear? Are we starting from the very basics? Are we starting from the very basics? Okay, all right, clear? Chalo. Now we are going to start with types of intervals. Now this is something which is very important. So once we start solving problems, you have to give me answer in a certain way. Okay, so we have seen, see, come here. If I just solve this inequality, so you'll be like, ma'am, 2x is equals to 5 minus 3, 2. So x is equals to 1. So it is very easy to solve equations, right? We are going to get a single answer, or sometimes in quadratic equation 2 answers. But inequality means what? Now can you see, if I just shift 2x is greater than 5 minus t, which is 2. So this is going to be x greater than 1. X greater than 1, that is, there is no one value. There is a complete range I am getting. Can you see? Complete range I am getting. X greater than 1. The complete range I am getting. Here the fixed one value or two values. But here so many values. X greater than 1 means so many values. Okay. So now you have to give me answer in a certain way. So for that, studying interval is very, very important, my dear students. So I am going to write an inequality which is x less than 5 but greater than 3. Okay. Now what does that mean? X is strictly greater than 3 and x is strictly less than 5. Correct? That means x is lying between 3 and 5. Now one question I need to ask. If you understand this symbol, can you just tell me, can x be 3? Yes or no in the chat box. Can x be 3, everybody? Can x be 3? Can x be 3? Can my x be 3? X cannot be 3, ma'am, because here x is strictly greater than 3. Acha, can x be 5? X is equals to 5? No. Ma'am, mistake 3, ma'am. 3. What are you saying, Rockwith Naveen? Okay. So x cannot be 3, x cannot be 5. But, acha, one more question. Can your x be 3.1? Is 3.1 allowed? Is 3.1 allowed? .1 is allowed, okay? So you are able to understand what is happening. We are taking, x can take all the values between 3 and 5, but not 3 and not 5. So now another way of writing the bracket notation, everybody understand it nicely. The bracket notation will be x belongs to 3 open to 5 open. Now understand this. Understand the symbols. Understand the symbols of mathematics. So over here, x, this symbol is nothing but, this symbol is nothing but belongs to. Okay? You cannot just write x equal to, because there is not one value over here. You need to have another symbol. Okay? So x belongs to, x can have multiple values. X belongs to 3 to 5. Now can you see, this is your open bracket. Small bracket is nothing but open bracket. Open means what? Excluding. Excluding 3 and excluding 5. Now if I want to represent this whole thing on a number line, so it is your number line. So let me mark 3 and 5 on the number line. Yes, everybody, 3 and 5 are right here on the number line. There is a mistake, there is a mistake you are saying. What mistake are you saying? 5 minus 2, x equals to 1, this is x greater than 1. What happened? Rockwith Naveen, please don't do that, na? Huh? See, 5 minus 3 is what? 2. And x is greater than 1. Okay? Please don't do that, because see, if everybody will tell me like this, na, incorrect answer, then we won't be able to proceed. Okay? Chalo. I think Abhijit is able to answer me. Okay? 3 and 5. Now, how to represent this? Listen to me very carefully. You don't want 3. You don't want 5. Okay? So, you need to make a hollow circle. You need to make a hollow circle between 3 to 5. So, this is how it is. Okay? Hollow circle means what? 3 is not included. Hollow circle on 5 means what? Again, 5 is not included. Okay? Alright, everybody? Yes? Okay. Now, let's come back to this thing, which is, okay, which is this. Closed interval. Closed interval may x is less than or equals to 5 and greater than or equals to 3. Okay? Everybody getting it? Yes? So, now can you see equal to? Now, in this particular case, is x equal to 3? Yes, ma'am. Is x equal to 5? Yes, ma'am, definitely. Right? So what is going to happen? X belongs to, okay, let me change the color. X belongs to 3 close to 5 close. Now this is your close bracket. Now whenever I apply close bracket, you need to understand that 3 is including. Okay, and 5 is also including here. And in between 3 and 5 also all the values should be here. Okay, everybody. So now if I want to represent this on number line, this will look like this. Solid circle, my dear students. This is your solid circle. So all the values between 3 and 5, including 3 and 5. Everybody getting it? Understanding it? Okay, all right. Now one more thing, which is semi-open or semi-closed. Sometimes, which will be the combination of these two. So here x will be less than or equals to 5, but greater than 3. This can also happen. Okay, so can you help me in writing the bracket notations now? Can you help me in writing the bracket notations now, everybody? Yes, so it is going to be x belongs to 3 open to 5 close. Open bracket here, but close bracket here, because I want my 3 to get excluded, but I want 5 to get included. Everybody getting it? So 3 will be hollow circle, 5 will be closed circle. Okay, everybody. All righty, clear? Yes? Okay. Now one more thing I would like to tell you, that is curly bracket. Okay. Suppose you solve a quadratic equation x square minus 5x plus 6 equals to 0. Solve. Everybody. So if you solve it, you will be like, ma'am, x minus 2, x minus 3 equals to 0. Anybody having trouble in splitting the middle term and getting the answer, do let me know. So this is x equals to 2 comma 3. This is what we have already done, right? We have already done in previous classes. So another way of writing it is writing in the curly bracket. So whatever you are going to write inside the curly bracket, that means only 2 and only 3. Only 2 and only 3. Okay, we are not taking any values between 3 and 2. Only 2 and only 3. So just the brackets. Can you see just the brackets will help you with this? Okay, all right. Okay. Now I have one question for you. Suppose x is greater than 7. How are you going to represent in the bracket notation, everybody? Think about it. Suppose you have a bracket notation. How are you going to think about it? So you'll be like, okay, ma'am, x greater than 7. So it is going to be x belongs to, because x greater than 7, that means I have so many values. Okay, x belongs to now 7. 7 open. 7 open to when? To infinity? To infinity, right? So to infinity, correct? Now infinity will always have open bracket. Infinity will always have open bracket. So note, what is this note? Infinity always have open bracket. Always open bracket. Now you must be thinking about, ma'am, but why? Why infinity open bracket? Why not close? Because just tell me one thing. Do you know infinity? You don't know infinity. Okay? All right. By the way, there is a very good movie on this tangent. A Man Who Knew Infinity. How many of you have watched this movie? If you have not watched it, just take some time out, especially 2027 aspirant, you have some time of watching a movie. Okay, so you can do that. Yes, so infinity That means you can't reach infinity. Only Ramanujan can do that, a man who knew infinity. Okay, so always open bracket, because you don't know something. If you're not aware about, can you call someone who you doesn't know? Can you call your friend, but you don't know him, you don't have the phone number, you don't have any contact details, right? You just know like randomly. So that is why infinity will always be open, because something you don't know, you can't include, because close bracket is including the number. Okay, everybody? Ma'am, is this the first class? Yes, bacha, this is the very first class, everybody. Okay, now what we are going to talk about is two things: union of intervals and intersection of intervals. Okay, union and intersection. Everybody, union and intersection. Okay, let's talk about union and intersection. So union over here means or, everybody. Union means or, and union means that you have to take everything. Okay, you have to take this or this. Okay, so see, if there is or, just let me tell you. What about this? X is equals to either 2 or 3. Do you remember when you solve a quadratic equation, what do? I'm just trying to tell you the meaning of the or keyword. How does or works? So you'll be like, okay, x square minus 5x plus 6 is equals to 0. X minus 2, x minus 3 is equals to 0. Now product of two quantities becomes 0. So either x minus 2 becomes 0 or x minus 3 becomes 0. Either, mind my words, either x minus 2 becomes 0 or x minus 3 becomes 0. That means both x equals to 2 and 3. Both x equals to 2 and 3 will work. So if you want to take 2, go for it. Or if you want to take 3, you can go for it. So here is now you are understanding the importance of the word or. So you are taking both the values, 2 and 3. Okay. So union is something which is lenient. Just understand. Union means lenient, no strict. No strict, okay. So x greater than 3. Now we need to take the union, correct? So first, union of x greater than 3 and union of x greater than or equals to 0. So what we need to do is, whenever you need to take union and whenever you need to take intersection, just plot this on the number line. So x greater than 3, okay, and this is x, this is your 0, okay. So now let me just plot it. X greater than 3, so hollow circle up to infinity, 3 to infinity, everybody. Okay. All right, everybody. Now this is 0. Solid circle on 0 to infinity. Now union means lenient. Taking this also and taking this also and combining. Take this and combine. Union means combining, okay. So if you want to combine, you'll be like, okay, this is saying 0 to infinity. So you need to take 0 to infinity in your answer. This is saying 3 to infinity. Now just tell me, 3 to infinity is already included in this, na? See, 3 to infinity is already included in this. So how to take union? Just combine this. So final answer will be x belongs to 0 to infinity. This is the final union. Okay, so if this is your first, this is your second. So first union, second is equals to what? This x belongs to 0 to infinity. Yes, this is the first class for JEE 2027. How many of you have actually understood how to take union of intervals? Okay. All right. Now what we are going to do is, if not, just one more, give yourself one more chance to get familiar with union, okay? So again, Ninja ma'am told that draw a number line. Okay? Draw a number line and plot this. X is less than minus 3. So this is your minus 3. So hollow circle, less means on the left side. and this is x is greater than 2. Okay. Now what do you want to take? You want to take union, right? So you want to take this as well as this, both. So you'll be like, okay, so this is your first, this is your second, okay. Now first union second means combination of, what will you get? X belongs to, now how will you write? Union, 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 how are you going to write? Okay, so you want this also, this is your first, and union combine this. So answer will be what? Minus infinity to minus 3. Okay, this portion is minus infinity to minus 3, and this portion will be 2 to infinity. Okay, and also if I just want you to write first thing in bracket notation, so this is x belongs to minus infinity to minus 3, and this one will be what? X belongs to 2 to infinity. Yes, this is your first, this is your second. You just need to combine. Just need to combine. Everybody understanding it? Union how to take? If at all you have slight doubt right now, no? I am understanding, but I am not 100% confident. Do not worry, because Ninja ma'am is with you. When we are going to solve the problems, which we are going to do it right away, okay? Just intersection we'll do, and then problems, okay? So now while solving problems, you will understand, okay? So this is just your like basic glimpse of union of interval, that this is something, so that you don't get scared when I use word union, okay? All right, now intersection. What is intersection? Intersection is like a strict parent, okay? Or you can say that intersection is nothing but a fight between two siblings. Changu Mangu. Changu and Mangu are fighting with each other, okay? So Changu is saying, okay, I will stay in my room, I will stay in living room, that's it. I will not come to your room. Mangu is saying, yeah, even I will not come to your room. I will stay in my room, and I will stay in living room, because that is the common area. So just tell me that when can Changu and Mangu, where exactly can Changu and Mangu meet? See, two siblings are there, Changu and Mangu, right? They are fighting. So Changu will be like, I won't come to your room. Mangu is like, even I don't want to come to your room. Who wants to come to your room? Huh? So now they both can come to living room, okay, because that's the common area. So now they can only meet in their living room, common. So you don't have to take everything, you just have to select the common thing. So intersection means and. First of all, the keyword associated with intersection is and. However, the keyword associated with union is or. Okay, so now let's understand how to go with this intersection thing. Okay, intersection means what? And. So x greater than 3 and x greater than 3 will look like this, everybody, and x greater than or equal to 4. So it is solid circle and O. Okay, so now you just need to think about the common area. I am not audible. What are you saying? I am audible, Azad. I am audible. Huh? Here, just change your device. Ma'am, can we include infinite? No, infinite. No, infinite, Ronit, you can't include. Okay. Yes. So intersection means only common thing. So just understand, 3 to is not even, we will not consider, because 3, Changu is also rejecting 3, Mangu is also rejecting 3. Changu is also rejecting 3, Mangu is also rejecting 3. Okay, so 3 I will not take. What about area between 3 and 4? So Changu is saying, 3 to 4 I am okay. Mangu is saying, no, I am not interested in 3 to 4. I am interested in after 4 and equal to 4. Okay. So agreement between both the parties must be there. Changu and Mangu both should agree. So we'll move ahead. We'll talk about then Then after that, x equals to 4. Now tell me, x equals to 4. Changu is saying yes. X equals to 4 is actually greater than 3. So x equals to 4, I agree. And Mangu is saying yes, definitely x equals to 4. So x equals to 4. So we'll start with x equals to 4. Okay. So this is your common area. So both will agree x belongs to 4 to infinity. So if this is your first, this is your second. So one intersection second will be what? X belongs to 4 to infinity. Now who is going to tell me? Who is going to tell me the intersection x greater than 2 and x is less than minus 1? Okay. So very easy. X greater than 2. So this is how it is. X is less than minus 1. So Changu is saying my numbers will always be greater than 2. Mangu is saying my numbers will always be less than minus 1. So there is no mutual agreement. Changu and Mangu are fighting. This time, Changu and Mangu are not able to come to common ground. Understanding? So what is happening? So that means no common solution, no solution. So this is x belongs to 5. Now you'll be like, ma'am, what is this? Abhijit is saying minus 1 to 2. Arey, Abhijit, minus 1 to 2, neither Changu is agreeing to minus 1 to 2, neither Mangu. There is no common. Yes, absolutely, null interval. So this is x belongs to 5. This is your 5. 5, this is the sound, okay, and this is equivalent to this symbol which is 5 and which is equals to null. That means null set. Null set means that it is not having any x which is satisfying this, okay. Logarithm class will take na one by one after inequality. Abhi same time pe I cannot teach logarithm as well as inequality, okay. Abhi AI is there, I know that my clone can teach all the chapters parallelly. Imagine all 30 chapters of mathematics, Ninja ma'am teaching at the same time, that too live. This is your AI these days, But right now I think we have to wait for it. But the $1 million question is when to take union, when to take intersection. Okay. When to take union, when to take intersection. Okay, so that we will understand, I will tell you right now, but when the question arrives, then I will ask you. Okay, union or intersection. Everybody? Oh, Abhijit is saying I am in 9th, so it's great, it's good. Okay, everybody? Chalo. Very soon you are starting early will definitely give you the advantage, okay. All right, so when to take union, when to take intersection. So how to take union, how to take intersection, majority of the student will do that, but when to take union, that will make difference. When to take intersection, that will make difference. So chalo, let's see when are we going to do that, okay. But before that, quickly let's see all the properties of inequalities, and we are going to after that start with only questions. Just give me 5 more minutes. I know it's too much theory in mathematics, but 5 more minutes, okay. Properties of inequalities, okay. Number 1 property is addition. Addition property says, okay, that if you have A greater than A greater than B, this is what you have. So what you can do is you can add any number, okay, any positive number you can add to both sides of inequality. See, if A is greater than B, then you can add a positive number to both sides of inequality and the sign will not even get changed. Let me tell you. See, suppose 3 is greater than 2, okay. Now you want to add 5 to both sides, plus 5 both sides. So 5 plus 3, 8, and 5 plus 2, 7. So can you see the sign is still the same? This is greater, this is also greater. So what does that mean? What does that mean? You can add any number to both the sides of inequality. Now second, subtraction will also follow the same. Subtraction. Okay. So A greater than B again. Now if you want to remove, like if you want to subtract a number from both sides of inequality, you can do that. And you know what? Still the sign will not get changed. Sign will not get changed. Okay. So let me just give you an example also. 3 greater than 2. Now subtract minus 5. Okay. Subtract minus 1. Subtract minus 1 from both the sides. So minus 1. 3 minus 1 will be 2. And 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1, ma'am, it is 1. So again, can you see? Sign is not changed. Sign is still the same. Okay. So property of inequality says, if at all there is some inequality given, adding a constant or subtracting a constant will not change the sign. Then you'll be like, ma'am, when will the sign get changed? Let me tell you. Okay. The third property is multiplication. Multiplication property, which says that again, if A is greater than B and if you multiply a positive number, so that is C multiply A and B, this is also C. So multiply C, multiplication with a positive number C will not, sign will again not get changed. Can you see? I will show you. Again, 3 is greater than 2. Now I am multiplying 5, both sides. 5 3s are 15, 5 2s are 10. Can you see? Still 15 is greater. Everybody, 15 is still greater. Okay. Same goes with division. Now division property. Okay. That is again positive number C. So suppose A is greater than B. So what you can do is you can divide both sides with positive numbers. So A by C and B by C. Again, sign is not getting changed. Ninja ma'am, how many times are you going to tell us sign is not getting changed? Sign is not getting changed. Yes. So this is 3 greater than 2. So if you divide it by suppose 2. So 3 by 2 and 2 by 2. Just tell me, this is 1.5 and 1. 1.5 and 1. 1.5 is still greater. Sign will not get changed. So ma'am, Ninja ma'am, when are you going to change the sign? Let me tell you. Okay, now this is the property. Okay, fifth property. Multiply or divide by negative number C. Okay, if C is negative, so A is greater than B. Suppose this is the thing, A into C and B into C. So now let me highlight it. Sign will get changed. Sign change. Okay, let me show it to you. Let me show it to you. Suppose 3 is greater than 2. Now you multiply minus 1. Multiply minus 1. So minus 3 and minus 2. Now you tell me. You tell me which one is bigger. Minus 3 is obviously towards the left hand side in the number line. If I just plot the number line, this is your 2, this is your 3, this is minus 2, minus 3. So whatever is there on the leftmost side is lesser. So minus 3 is lesser. Can you see sign got changed? So sign change. Sign change alert. Okay, everybody? Yes, sign change alert. Okay. All right. So now I will give you important ninja tips to remember. The very first important ninja tip to remember will be what? When negative number is multiplied or divided on the both sides of inequality, sign will get changed. How many of you have got this thing very, very nicely? How many of you have got this thing nicely? Okay. How many of you? Everybody? Yes? Chalo. Now what we are going to do is, we are going to solve this inequality. I know that you can solve this inequality before me, but I want all of you to not just solve this inequality, like giving answer is the easiest thing, but I want all of you to be mindful about following the rules or the following the properties of inequality, especially in this question. Okay, so see, what are the properties of inequalities? Let's solve it out. First of all, you will be like, ma'am, 3 4s are 12. You do this now. 3 4s are 12. You do this. Yes, in this question, it can be doable. But you know what? Follow the properties. Follow the properties. So I think moving 3 is not a property. Moving 3 to the right hand side is not at all a property. Okay. So what we need to do is, first step, multiply 3 on both sides. Can we do this? Multiplication of the positive number on both the sides. Yeah, yes, will not change the sign. Remember, multiplication of the positive number will not change the sign. So 6 minus 2x upon 3 and less than 4. Now you just need to multiply 3 on both the sides. We can do that and sign will not even change. So this time 3 and 3 you can cancel. Okay. So 6 minus 2x is less than 12. Now what will be your next move? Ma'am, very easy now. Either you shift 2x to the right hand side or you shift 6 to the right hand side. But shifting is not even a property. Yes, I understand, because of the equation solving you are having this muscle memory that, ma'am, 2x shift now. We need to isolate x to get the value of, okay, Nikita, minus 3 is not the answer. This is not an equation. You are again solving this as an equation. Okay. Yes. So now what you need to do in this is adding 2x both the sides. We can do that now. Adding a number, positive or negative. Both is allowed, sign will not get changed. So if you add 6 minus 2x less than 12. So now you need to add plus 2x both the sides, so that 2x minus 2x is 0. Basic maths we are following. So 6 is less than 12 plus 2x. Now again you will be like, 12, ma'am, shift towards the left side. Now, yes. Or what you can do is subtracting 12. 6 minus 12 and 12 minus 12. So subtracting 12 on both the sides. So this time I am not writing, but I have done subtracting 12 even, and sign will not get changed. Please be mindful. So this is 12, 12 gone. This is minus 6 and this is 2x. Okay. Now you'll be like, yes ma'am, now shift this too. Shifting is not a thing, right? Again, I am telling you, dividing by positive number 2. Okay. So dividing by positive number 2 on both the sides, so that 2 gets cancelled out. So x will be greater than minus 3. Or you can write it as x greater than minus 3. Most of you are correct. X belongs to minus 3 to infinity is absolutely correct. Everybody? Yes? Okay. All right. Okay, everybody. Chalo. How many of you feel that? Ma'am, we are ready for the next question? Now, Ninja ma'am is not going to help you. You need to do this question, huh? Let's see how many of you are able to pull it off. And this is the question. There are two inequalities over here. Now you solve it. Now you use your shortcuts, but be mindful that even if you don't write properly, like multiplying 2 both the sides, dividing 2 both the sides. I am not saying that. But be mindful that stick to the properties of inequalities. Whatever operation you are doing, do not just violate the properties of inequalities. Okay? Alright, give me the answer right away. Quickly, huh? Are you doing it? Are you solving it? A lot of you are giving me the answers. Let's see, okay. So I can clearly see that two inequalities are given to you. Now please understand, this is inequality number 1, this is inequality number 2. So what we can do is, we can solve both the inequalities. Okay, so this is inequality number 1, I am going to solve it over here. 3x minus 5 greater than 2x minus 3, okay. And this is going to be, so 2x you shift over here, now I am doing it normally. 3x minus 2x is x, and greater than or equals to 5 minus 3. So x greater than or equals to 2, correct? Okay. Now if I talk about this, the second inequality, so 3 2s are now multiply. 3 2s are 6x plus 4 greater than or equals to 3x minus 1. So 3x you need to shift. So 6x minus 3x will give you 3x, and greater than sign will not get affected. Minus 4 minus 1 is minus 5. So x is going to be now dividing by positive number is allowed now. So divide by 3. So x is greater than minus 5 by 3. This is your first and this is your second. Now just tell me what I need to do. First and second, I can plot this also. X greater than or equals to 2 will look like this, and x minus 5 by 3, correct? Minus 5 by 3 is minus negative number. So minus 5 by 3, and this is greater. Now you just tell me whether to take union or intersection. Union or intersection. This is my question. Who will tell? Union or intersection? Because I told you na, how to take union, how to take intersection, everybody will understand. But when to take union, when to take intersection, okay? When to take union now, okay. So my answer will be, tell me na, intersection or union? Acha, Azad is saying intersection. Abhijit is saying intersection. What about others? Intersection. Intersection. Yes, intersection is absolutely right. Union we won't take. Why? Understand what is happening. We want, solve means what? Let's start with the very basic. Solve means what? Solve means find the value of x which is satisfying inequality number 1 and which is satisfying inequality number 2. Do you want any x which is satisfying this but not this? No. Then system means both, no? So we need to take care of both the things. We need to, so these are two Changu Mangu fighting. Okay, Changu is saying I should also get satisfied. Mangu is saying I should also get satisfied. So that means you need to take intersection. Basically, there is an unsaid, invisible and written over here. Solve. Otherwise, why will they give you two inequalities? So we want those values which will satisfy this as well as this. If you take intersection, clearly it will be 2 to infinity. So 1 intersection 2 is nothing but x belongs to 2 to infinity. Okay, all right. So next time, whenever you are stuck and you are feeling, ma'am, I am not understanding whether to take union or intersection. So you just need to think about it, whether I want both inequality to get satisfied or I want either of both inequality to get satisfied. Okay, everybody, are you getting it, understanding it? Okay. Now, okay, based on the inequalities, I have one question for you. This particular question, very, very good question. Okay. Sanjay is asking, are these lectures covering all topics of inequalities or else just the revision? Because last year you posted a video up to 5 hours and these are like just 1 to 2 hours. Sanjay, understand, these are the regular sessions. Okay. See, if I take 5-hour session today, will you sit with me till 1 o'clock? I highly doubt. So what is happening right now? We are doing 1 to 2 hours session, to be very honest. And first, today's session is basics of inequalities. Then the next session will be what? wavy curve method. Okay, so there will be 2 to 3 sessions for your inequalities. And you know what, one more thing, these sessions are more detailed ones than your one shot lectures. Okay, so we are not doing revision, we are doing the detailed, like post-mortem thing of inequalities and post-mortem thing for every chapter. Okay everybody, yes? All right, chalo, let's see, let's understand. Okay, what is this thing? If AC is less than 0, if A and C, product of two quantities is negative, acha, then which of the following is correct? First of all, let me just decode this, ninja decode. Let's do the ninja decode. Ma'am, how are you going to decode? See, this statement, what we can interpret from just this, AC less than 0. You tell me, acha, you tell me. When two quantities is negative, product of two quantities is becoming negative, what does that mean? Product of two quantities is becoming negative, meaning, ma'am, one is positive, one is negative. The interpretation is what? One is positive, so one is positive, and at the same time one is negative, everybody. So can you say that A is positive and C is negative? No. No, ma'am. We cannot say which one is positive, which one is negative. All we can say is one is positive, one is negative. That's it. Yes or no? We cannot decide A is positive or C is positive. Correct? Okay. All right. Let's see. So that means one is positive, one is negative. Now just understand. Suppose, so there are two cases. First case is A is 3 and B is -1. Or second case will be what? A is -3 and B is 1. These are the two cases possible, correct or not? Correct? Now just put this both cases over here. So A by C. So in the very first case, 3, sorry, this is not B, this is C, na? So A by C, 3 upon -1, ma'am, negative. 3 upon -1, negative. Okay. And what about this? The second case also should get satisfied, no? So if this is the case, if A is negative and C is positive, see, if A is negative and C is positive, so negative upon positive will give me overall negative sign. So ma'am, yes, happening. Now if A is positive and C is negative, that then also it happens now, overall expression is negative. That means first thing is becoming true. First thing is becoming sure true. How many of you are having problem in this? Okay, now second, AC square. Okay, AC square. So we know that C square is positive. We know that C square is definitely positive, because see, even if C is negative or if C is positive, square of C is always positive. Right or wrong? Square of any quantity can never be negative. So this C square, the for sure plus sign, fix. Sign of C square is positive. Now what about A? Ma'am, A, sign of A to we don't know. So sign of A can be positive. If it is positive, then both positive will give you overall positive sign. Oh, and if it is negative, then only it is negative. So we cannot say, we cannot comment. So cannot say. It may or may not be positive, right? For sure, 100% we cannot say. Same goes with this. Here A square is positive, fix. Even if your A is negative, we are very sure now. In both the cases, just tell me, A square is what? 9, which is positive. A square is always positive. So this is positive. Okay. And C. Now C. Sign of C, we are not sure. Sign of C can be negative, C can be positive. So it depends on C now, but we are not sure about C. So not sure. We cannot determine the sign. So cannot say again. Cannot say. Acha, okay. All right. Now this is A cube into C. Okay. Let me just think about it. See, A cube, can I write A square and AC. Yes, A cube C can be written down as A square and AC. Now just tell me one more thing, huh? Ma'am, A square is the plus, positive. And AC, can you see AC will be fixed, negative. We are not sure about A, we are not sure about C, but we are 100% sure about AC. Right or wrong? So A square is 100% positive. Yes, ma'am. Even if A is positive, even if A is negative, A square will be positive. Acha, A multiply C. A multiply C is 100% negative. We don't have to know the sign of A and sign of C. AC. So overall positive multiply negative. Now if you multiply these two, positive multiply negative, you are going to give negative. So that means this is less than 0. So fourth is less than 0. That means this is true. The first is true, second is true. And similarly, do I need to tell you C cube A again? C square into AC. C square is positive, AC is negative, positive into negative. So fifth is also Azad is absolutely correct, right? So 1, 4 and 5th. Very good question. What do you think? Very beautiful question, huh? Sanjay, inequalities we'll do, Sanjay. See, we'll take sessions. Now, today we are not going to do irrational inequalities. Today only basics of inequalities will get covered. Okay? Okay. All righty, everybody. Yes. Chalo. One more question. Do you want to try one question? Let's see how many of you can try. Yes, Azad is also saying a beautiful question. This is the question and these are the options. Now you will get the glimpse of JEE Main. Now you'll get the glimpse of JEE Main. By the way, these type of question also, not exactly this, but the category, the pattern, the way of asking. This can be asked in MCQ also and this can be asked in numerical type also. Okay, in which indirectly they ask you. They are actually, if you see what they are saying is A is this, B is this, and this is the inequality, double inequality. Can you see? So you need to plug in the value of B and A and solve both the inequalities, correct? Again, this is same as system of inequality, okay? Find the number of integers satisfying inequality. So they are not interested in the x belongs to what? They are interested in number of integers, number of integral values of x. So in this type of question, you can't do hit and trial. If they will give you x equals to 1, x equals to 2, x equals to 3, you can't satisfy and do the elimination method, okay? So just solve it. Azad to giving answer also, one integer. Okay, let's see. Chalo, let's solve everybody. What about others? Are you guys solving? But you need to give me answer, huh? Like x belongs to what are you getting? Just give me the final x belongs to. Sanjay is asking also one doubt. I wasted 11th fully. Sanjay, tomorrow we are going to start class 12th. Class 11th we have started, class 12th. Tomorrow we are starting. Just be regular to the sessions. Whatever homework I give, just be regular, okay? And do not worry. Do not like panic. Okay, I have wasted. Yes. But now just start working on it, okay? Don't, Nikita is this, so Nikita, you broke my heart, huh? Don't know how to do. I told you, na, hint. See, you need to put the value of B and A in this inequality. Okay, let's do it. Chalo, let's solve it. Solve it together. Everybody, ready for the solution? Solution. So, I am just putting the value of B. B is what? 2x plus 1 by 3. sign is less than, then we have 7 by 3, just copy pasting, nothing else. Less than 2a, so 2 and then a. What is a? A is nothing but x plus 3 by 4. Everybody, what did I do? I just substituted the value of a. This is your a and this is your b. B less than 7 by 3 and less than 2a. I think how many of you have done this till here? Till here, how many of you are doing? Okay, so I can clearly see that there are two types, double inequality. So what we are going to do is, this is first inequality, let's separate, and this is your second inequality. You need to solve both the inequalities. Let's start with the first inequality. Separate the inequality. 2x plus 1 by 3 and 7 by 3. Everybody? So this is so easy, ma'am. This so we have done, no? 3 cancel. Okay, because positive number 3, if you multiply both the sides, 3 will automatically get cancelled. So properties of inequality also, ma'am, we are using. So 2x is less than 6. X will be less than 3. So this first inequality is giving me x less than 3. Now let's talk about the second inequality. Second inequality, which is 7 by 3, and this is, so now you can cancel it out also. This is 2 ones are 2 twos are. So x plus 3 by 2. Correct? Everybody? Now what you need to do is see, multiply 6 both the sides. Will help you. Multiply 6 both the sides. 6 here and 6 here. Correct? So 3 ones are 3 twos are. 2 ones are 2 threes are now multiplied. 7 twos are 14 and this is 3x plus 9. 14 minus 9 is what? 5. So 3x is greater. 3x will have greater sign. 3x greater than 5. X is greater than 5 by 3. This is your second inequality. Now intersection or union, everybody? Intersection or union, everybody? Okay, so this is saying x less than 3. And this is saying x greater than 5 by 3. Okay. So x less than 3 and x greater than 5 by 3. Okay. Because double inequality, you want both the inequalities to get satisfied. So you want one intersection 2. Okay. So x less than 3 but greater than 5 by 3. So I think this is what you're going to get. 5 by 3 is what? 5 by 3 is 1 point something. Yes or no? So now, why are you saying union, Vignesh? No. Why union? You want both the inequalities to get satisfied. You don't want any number which will satisfy inequality 1, which will not satisfy inequality 2. No. Union. Vignesh, you are also breaking my heart. Now just tell me how many integers are there between 1 point something and 3. How many integers are there between 1 point something and 3? So we don't have 1. Okay, 1 will come here, no? 1 will be here, 2 will be here, and then 4. So I think the only integer, so x is equals to 2 is the only integer lying in my final answer, lying in 1 point whatever it is 6 to 3, 1.666 to 3. Correct? So only single integer. So what is the correct answer? Ninja warriors, are you having fun? Are you getting it? Everybody? Abhijit, now you know how to do this question. Chalo. Okay. Abhijit is saying can't understand. What did you not understand? Let me go back. What did you not understand? Abhijit, what happened? Chalo, let's see. Abhijit didn't understand. So what? I think you have understood this. Sorry, let me just come back to the question. This was the question. What did you understand? Did you understand this? See, finally what you're going to get is x belongs to, intersection will be x belongs to 5 by 3 to 3. Everybody? or you can write x belongs to 1.66666, comma 3. So any integer between this and this. How many integers are between 1.6 and 3, Abhijit? Number of values, na? Just tell me. How many integers? X equals to 1 is not there. X equals to 2 is there. X equals to 3 is also not there because open bracket. So only x equals to 2. Yes, Abhijit, any doubts? Okay. So now in this question, what did we just do? Understand, this is your A, this is your B. And there is one inequality which is double-sided inequality, right? Involving A and B. Okay, everybody, now you just have to put the value of A and B. So B is this, just put it. B is 2x plus 1 by 3 less than 7 by 3 less than 2 times A is x plus 3 by 4. Okay, now what you can do is just cancel the terms. Okay, this is the way I have cancelled. Now what we can do is, this is your first inequality, everybody, which we have solved it right here. The second inequality is this, which we have solved right here. First inequality giving me x less than 3. Second inequality giving me x greater than 5 by 3. So you want to take intersection. I told you already why we are taking intersection. 5 by 3 to 3, everybody. Yes, so your answer will be, so x will be between 5 by 3 to 3. So the only integer between 5 by 3 to 3 is nothing but what? X equals to 2. Everybody getting it? Yes? Okay. Alright. Now we are going to talk about polynomial inequality, or you can also call it as a higher order inequality. Higher order inequality. See, whatever we were doing till now, we were doing linear inequality. Did you notice? We were only doing linear inequality. Can you see? Only linear inequality. X power 1. Okay, all the questions, x power, even if double-sided inequality, but still the linear inequality. Okay. Then we are having again, this is also a question. This is also we did linear inequality. Everybody? Yes? Okay, now let's talk about higher order inequality. Okay, higher order inequality. Or polynomial inequalities. So there are two ways to go about it. Number one is algebraic method. Okay, algebraic method is something which we are going to use only to understand a concept. And the second one is wavy curve. Only wavy curve we will use. We will not use algebraic method. But this is to build the concept. Okay, everybody. So wavy curve method we are going to see in the next class. Not today, next class. But today we are going to learn algebraic method. That is one thing. And along with that, we are going to study some amazing don'ts of inequality. Some amazing traps of inequality. Traps means that things where JEE Main and Advanced is likely to get you stuck. That, oh, this mistake, that mistake kind of a thing. Okay, and your mind will be blown today. Trust me. So let's talk about algebraic method. Okay, so this is, can you see? Now, this is not a linear anymore. Multiplication of two linear quantities will give you what? Multiplication of two linear quantities will give you what? Quadratic. So this is a quadratic inequality. Everybody? Quadratic inequality? Yes? Chalo. So how to solve a quadratic inequality? First of all, understand the concept. Product of two quantities is greater than 0. Product of two quantities is greater than 0. Okay. So let me just give you the concept which we are going to use over here. Concept, okay? So product of two inequalities okay, so concept says that suppose you have two numbers A and B, and the product of two numbers is becoming greater than 0. Okay, wavy curve is easy, but to understand wavy curve, see, I am teaching 2027 aspirants too. They are watching wavy curve for the very first time. So I need to give them some prerequisite. I can't just give them direct shortcut, because see, shortcut is important, but only shortcut will not get you to the long way. Okay, yes, so product of two quantities is greater than 0. That means, what does that mean? Case number 1, that A and B both are positive. Yes or no? That means A greater than 0 and B greater than 0. Everybody? Or, case 1, or case number 2. Or case number 2, sorry. Case 2 means both will be negative. Then also it's fine. A and B both negative. Both negative will also work. Two negative quantities multiplication will what? Positive. So A is less than 0 and B is less than 0. Okay. Now see, understand. Or means union. And means intersection. Let me keep it very clear. You all know this or and concept. Okay. Alrighty. Clear? Chalo. Let's solve this. Product of two quantities positive. So ma'am, we need to take two cases. Case number 1. Case number 1 says both positive. Both positive. That means x plus 2 is positive and x minus 4 is positive. Everybody getting it? Understanding it? What we have done? Okay. And case number 2. Everybody. Case 2. Case 2. Both negative. So there is a or between. Case number 1 is having something. So either you want both become positive, that will satisfy the inequality, right? Or you want both should be negative. That means x plus 2 is less than 0 and at the same time x minus 4 is less than 0. Now let's start solving case number 1 and case number 2. Okay everybody, chalo let's start. So we want x is greater than minus 2 and x is greater than 4. So you want and means intersection. So final answer of case number 1 will be what? So this is minus 2 and 4. So you want what? Intersection. So this is greater than minus 2, greater than 4. Intersection means the common area. So finally x belongs to 4 to infinity. 4 open to infinity. The answer of case number 1, everybody? Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Next, let's talk about this. X is less than minus 2 and x is less than 4. So if and means intersection, everybody, intersection. So x is 4 and minus 2. So if you want to take less and less. Intersection means common area. Now I think you guys are pro in taking intersection. So x belongs to minus infinity to minus 2. Everybody? So this is your second. Now just tell me one thing, very, very important. This is case number 1, this is case number 2. Ronit, I told you already, you were not listening to me because you were asking your doubt, which is highly irrelevant in this lecture. Okay, so I already told you, just go and watch this particular section again. Okay, intersection. Why? Because see, again I am going to repeat it for you, but please do not do this mistake. When I am teaching you something, you are doing something else. Okay, yes. So product of two quantities is positive when both are negative or when both are positive. Correct? So both are negative means what? Same time pe we want both to be positive. Same time pe we want both to be negative. So case number 1, when this and this both are positive. So that means x plus 2 is greater than 0 and intersection, and means intersection. X minus 4. Because see, if both are positive, we want both to be positive at the same time, na? So there will be and. Okay, so that is why we are doing this intersection. Within the case, okay, so within the case you need to take intersection. So within case number 1, this and this intersection, so final answer. Within the case you need to take intersection. Now I have case number 1 and case number 2. Now what you need to do? Final case 1 and case 2, what will you do? Will you do intersection now or will you do union now? Will you do intersection now or will you do union now? I told you. See again, you need to go here. If product of two quantities is positive, then what do you want? Either both should be positive or both should be negative. Either this or this. Or means union. I have written it right here. Hint is written over here. So can you see case 1 and case 2? What are you going to do? Or means what? Union. So you need to take union of case 1 and case 2. Union of case number 1 and case number 2. So your answer will be, see, first is x belongs to 4 to infinity and second is x belongs to minus infinity to minus 2. Correct? Now what you need to do is just plot. You need to take union. So 4 and minus 2. So union will be what? So 1 union 2. We have done this before, right? X belongs to minus infinity to minus 2. Union 4 to infinity is your final answer. Okay. Yes. Now understand it nicely, huh? See, can you see clearly there are 3 regions over here? Okay, there are 3 regions. One is less than 2. Can you see this particular thing? Less than minus 2, sorry. Less than minus 2. This is greater than 4 and one is between minus 2 and 4. So just check now. What was your question? What was your question? So ma'am, question was x plus 2 and this was the original question. Okay. So just check any number from this. Minus 1 is here, right? Minus 3. So minus 3 is lying in this interval. So minus 3 if you put, what will you get? Ma'am, minus 3 if we are putting. So minus 3 plus 2 and minus 3 minus 4. So can you see, ma'am, this is negative and this is also negative. So this is plus 7, which is positive. So yes, ma'am, minus 3 is satisfying. Minus 3 is actually satisfying. So any number which is there, in this particular interval is satisfying. Ma'am, our answer is correct. This is a verification process going on. How many of you are able to verify it? Okay. Chalo. Let's put x is equals to, so put x is equals to 3, minus 3, sorry. Now put x is equals to 5. Let's see what happens. So ma'am, this is the question, right? Put x is equals to 5. 5 plus 2 is 7 and 5 minus 4 is 3. So ma'am, this is the 21 which is greater than 0. Yes ma'am. This is this interval. Any number if you pick from this interval, this is getting satisfied. Okay, all right. Now, check for x is equals to 1. check for x is equals to 1. What is happening at x is equals to 1? What is happening at x is equals to 1? Everybody. So if you put 1 over here, so ma'am 1 plus 2 is 3. And if you put 1 minus 4, 1 minus 4 is minus 3. So this is 3 into minus 3. Oops, minus 9 is greater than 0. No, this is not getting satisfied. And you know what? We have not included this in our answer. My answer is not having x is equals to 1. That means verification is absolutely fine. Okay? Everybody? Yes? Alright. Chalo, one more question. Okay, one more question. Let's do this. Another question. Let me just write the concept over here. Chalo, concept. This time what are we going to do? Same process but with different thing. Okay, so this time the question is slightly different. Can you see? X minus 4 and x plus 2. Product of two quantities is less than or equal to 0. Product is negative. That means AB is less than 0. Just tell me, when exactly your product becomes negative? Ma'am, product becomes negative when one is positive and other is negative. Okay, that means A is positive and B is negative. One positive, one negative. Or A is negative and B is positive. Alternate. Okay, both will have opposite sign. If A is positive, then B will be negative. So A positive and B negative, intersection. A negative and B positive. Okay, yes, all right, chalo. So case number 1. Case 1, everybody, x minus 4 positive, but this time x plus 2 negative. Case number 2, x minus 4 negative, but this time x plus 2 positive. Let's solve just like previous question quickly. So x greater than 4 and x less than minus 2. And means intersection. So intersection of x greater than 4 and x less than minus 2. Oops, there is no intersection over here. No intersection over here. No intersection. No intersection. So case 1 is having x belongs to null. Very good. Very fine. It's so good. Now this, x is less than 4 and x is less than minus 2. So again plot 4 and minus 2. You need to take intersection, everybody. Yes. So this is less than 4 and less than minus 2. How many of you are going to tell me the intersection? Okay. Sanjay Shweta is saying use wavy curve method, ma'am. Wavy curve method we are going to learn in the next session. Today's session is all about basics of inequality, okay? So, I don't know Sanjay, kya naam hai? Sanjay Shweta, na? I told you, to solve polynomial inequality, we have algebraic method which is not a shortcut driven. This is a descriptive method which will open your brain, okay? Which will open your brain. But next lecture is all about wavy curve. Okay, so this is easier. So the same thing we are going to do it much like faster. Okay, I hope you are understanding the idea behind it. Okay, so now this is, see what we did, product of two quantities negative. I want both to be product negative, means one positive, one negative, or one the first one negative, second one positive. Okay, so can you see this is the, what are you looking for? X less than, sorry, my bad, I have changed the sign, huh? See, this is greater, na, greater than minus 2. So this is greater than minus 2 and less than 4. Now just tell me the common area. Can you see? This is the common area. X belongs to minus 2 to 4. Okay. So second wala is x belongs to minus 2 to 4. One more thing, because there is equality over here, so everywhere there will be equality. Everywhere there will be equality. Everywhere there will be equality. So this is your solid circle, solid circle. So that is why this. So second case is giving me this. First case is giving me this. What I want, everybody, I want union of 1 and 2. See, I told you, within the case take intersection, within the case take intersection. But always, whenever you have made case 1 and case 2, combine, take union of case number 1 and case number 2. Union. So union of null set and this. So final answer will be what, everybody? If you take union of nothing and this, x belongs to minus 2 to 4. First union, second. Final answer, everybody? Yes, getting it? Okay. All right. Now we are almost towards the end of this particular session, but I have a homework for you. Okay? I have a homework for you. Everybody, this is your homework. Okay, this is your homework. Okay, so again, can you see this is the exact similar type of question which we have done over here. X plus 2x minus 4 greater than 0, and here this is the quadratic greater than or equal to 0. Greater than or equal to 0. Okay, this is the homework. Do it with algebraic method. Okay, and the same question we are going to take in wavy curve method. Same question we are going to do with the help of wavy curve method. Okay, so next session is going to be all about wavy curve method. But first step will be what? Obviously, the previous question which we have done is already like given in the factorized form. Okay, factorization is done already for you. Here you need to factorize. Okay, so now I am going to tell you the ninja technique to factorize the quadratic equation. Okay, so how to factorize it? Super fast. Minus 12x plus 35. Okay, I hope that 2026 aspirants must be knowing this technique. I have told them already. 2027 aspirants. 2027 aspirants. Okay, all right. This is for you specially. Okay, so how are you going to tackle it? First of all, again, we are going to do similar thing, splitting the middle term, but see how are you going to do 35. Now you'll be like, ma'am, 35 is factorized. Factors of 35 will be what? 7 into 5. 7 5s are 35. And this is minus 12. Okay, so how will you get minus 12? Keep the minus 12 negative sign also in your brain. How will you get minus 12? So ma'am, minus 12 you will get when you do minus 7 and minus 5. Minus 7 minus 5. If you just simply add these two quantities, what will you get? Ma'am, minus 12. Okay. And if you multiply these two quantities, minus 7 into minus 5, ma'am, minus minus plus, so plus 35. That means sum is satisfying, and this is just write x, do the bracket, and you are done. Okay, understood the ninja technique? Okay, let us do one thing. X square minus 5x plus 6. How to do that? Okay, ma'am, minus 5. Okay, so ma'am, 3 2s are 6, but you want minus 5. So minus 3 minus 2. Everybody, minus 3 minus 2 is what? Minus 5. Okay, and if you take product of these two numbers, you will get plus 6. Number is also getting satisfied, sign is also getting satisfied. Just write x and x, bracket, and this is factorized. Okay, everybody, easy peasy. Just factorization I am talking about. No, I am not talking about solving quadratic equation. So this is x minus 7 and this is x minus 5 greater than or equals to 0. Now solve. This is your homework. Answer you have to give me in the comment section, and also make sure that you are writing the right brackets. Okay, open bracket, close bracket should be very specific while typing the answer. Once the session gets over, only then you need to tell. Okay. Now, before I go, I need your last 10 minutes, which are super duper going to be interesting. Okay. Super duper interesting. Okay. So some ninja tips I just want you to let know. I just want to let you know what is that ninja technique. Okay. First of all, denominator can never ever be 0. Suppose you are solving this inequality x minus 2, x plus 4 upon greater than or equals to 0. है ना? So just tell me, if I put x is equals to 2, then x is equals to 2 will be my answer or not? Fine, like x is equals to 2 will be in my answer or not? So ma'am, I'm not asking you to solve this. I'm just asking you. X equals to 2, ma'am, if you put 2, you will get what? 2 minus 2, 0. 2 plus 0 by 6 is 0, which is actually satisfying because it is. So ma'am, x equals to 2, yes. X equals to 2, big thumbs up, yes, it is going to be there in my answer. Okay, but what about x is equals to minus 4? Can you put x equals to minus 4 over here? No, a big no. No. Why? Because the moment you put x is equals to minus 4, your denominator becomes negative, and trust me, in whole complete mathematics, Rohanit, are you here? Denominator 0 is a sin. Denominator 0 is a sin. Okay? So x cannot be equal to, got it? Okay, so some ninja tips, denominator cannot be 0. Everybody understood this? Okay, so a big no to denominator. A big no to denominator. Okay, chalo. Now the next thing is very, very interesting. This is going to be super duper interesting, and this is not just related to inequalities. This is valid for equations also. Valid for equations. Nikita, I am not going to comment. Just comment below once the session gets over. Then I'll be replying it to you, correct or not. Okay? Chalo. Never cancel the terms involving variable. Okay? Never cancel the terms involving variable. Okay, so let's understand. Huh? So what we can do is, see, method number 1. Method number 1 will be x plus 2, x minus 3 is less than x plus 2. And so what we are going to do in method number 1 is x plus 2, arey ma'am, cancel. Okay. Then x minus 3 is less than 1. Very easy, ma'am. X is less than 4. So x belongs to minus infinity to 4. Ma'am, this is the answer. Okay. This is the answer. Okay, now method number 2 says, Ninja ma'am students, okay. So normal student will do this. Normal student. Okay. Ninja ma'am student. Ninja ma'am student will be like, okay. Method number 2. They'll be like, okay, never cancel the term involving variables. X plus 2, x plus 2. X plus 2 is variable. It's an unknown quantity. How can you cancel something which you don't even know? See, 2x is greater than 4. So cancelling a known quantity is fine. This you can do. But never cancel unknown quantity. Ninja ma'am student will be like, unknown quantity I can't cancel. So what you need to do is multiply. So x square, then you have minus x minus 6. Okay, less than x plus 2. Multiplication will happen. Now shift everything towards left hand side. X square minus 2x minus 4 less than 0. Okay. Alright, now if you split this, remember ninja technique to split. So you'll be like, okay, minus 4 can be splitted into minus 2. Sorry, this is minus 8, everybody. Minus 8, yes. So now minus 4 and plus 2. So if you add these two quantities, minus 4 plus 2, ninja technique to factorize. Minus 4 and plus 2. So ma'am, minus 2, yes. And if you multiply minus 8, so this is how your factorization is going on. Okay, so method number 2, ninja ma'am students will be like, no, I can't cancel. Then what is the another approach? What next? What else I can do? I can multiply these two things, shift this towards the left hand side, okay? So just multiply, shift towards the left hand side and just split it. So can you see the same question? We have done this, huh? Same question. This is the question. We have already done this, na? How many of you remember? Let me just take you through that question. This is the question. Remember, x minus 4, x plus 2 less than or equal to 0. Less than or equal to 0. Equal to is there, that is why close bracket. If equal to is not there, so open bracket, minus 2, final answer will be minus 2 to 4. Okay, so this question is having x belongs to minus 2 to 4 already solved. This type we have already done that. So just can you see this is an incorrect method? Why? Because this is giving me wrong answer. This is giving me wrong answer, by the way. Because see, if you this is saying x equals to 3 is there, minus 3 is there. So x equals to minus 3 if you put, it will not get satisfied. X equals to minus 3 will not satisfy this inequality. This is wrong and this is correct. Okay. Chalo. Now let me take doubts. Ma'am, what if condition of x greater than 0? Then we can cancel. X greater than 0. No. See what mistake we were doing. If we were what exactly we were doing wrong. If we were cancelling this factor, what exactly we were doing wrong? See, if x plus 2 is positive, then it's fine. Cancelling is fine. But if x plus 2 is negative, okay, so what you are doing, cancelling means what? Dividing. Cancellation means what? Dividing. Actually, what are you doing over here? Cancelling means what? Dividing by 2 both the sides. So, dividing by 2, that is a positive number. This is allowed, but dividing by minus 2 is actually allowed means what? Sign will not get changed. No? So, dividing by minus 2, if you divide this equation by minus 2, then sign will get changed. Okay. So, here, so what are you doing? You are cancelling. That means you are dividing it by x plus 2. Okay, ma'am. So, division by x plus 2 is only allowed if you know the sign of it now. Because division by negative number will flip the sign. Division by positive number will not flip the sign. So, that is why there is something wrong with this process. This whole process is wrong because you are dividing with unknown quantity. So, never divide or never multiply with an unknown quantity in the inequalities. No, don't do that. Okay. And the next thing is, yes, this. In any inequality, cross multiply is not allowed. Because again, cross multiply with variable specially. Cross multiply with variable. Again, see, the moment you see this, what will be the very first step? The very first step, this is an like a unfulfilled desire, or this is a like super duper urge you will get from inside. You'll be like, ma'am, this to we have done. X you will multiply, na? X multiply x towards the right hand side. X, hai na? How many of you will do that? So, x minus 1 is greater than or equals to 2x. This is a wrong step. Because what are you doing? Actually, cross multiplication is nothing. Cross multiplication means what? You are multiplying both the side by x. So, multiplying both the side by x, which is not allowed because x, so you don't even know whether it is positive or negative. Because positive है तो it's fine, but what if it is negative? Then you will have to flip the sign. Everybody getting it? Understanding it? So this is not allowed. Okay. So what you need to do then, ma'am, if cross multiplication is not allowed, then what will you do? So Ninja ma'am student will do. Ninja ma'am student will be x minus 1 upon x minus 2. So shift this to greater than or equals to 0. So like, so no cross multiplication, yes. Bring 2 on the other side. Yes, Sanjay, absolutely correct. Now take LCM. LCM taking is allowed. Minus 2x, है ना? And this is minus x minus 1 upon x greater than or equals to 0. Now I can clearly see that negative sign is there, na? So multiply negative on both the sides. Now can you see multiplication of minus 1? So if you multiply minus 1 in the numerator, it will become x plus 1 upon x, and this greater than sign will become less than sign change. Did you notice? How many of you notice? So this is how it is. Okay, and let's not forget the equality is there. So you need to solve this. Okay, so answer of this inequality will be very different if you solve this. This is wrong. Okay. So now I think if I talk about inequalities, if I talk about inequalities, basics of inequalities, you have got it absolutely nicely. Okay, everybody getting it? Okay, so we have mastered it. We have mastered the basics of inequalities. Now the next session is going to be wavy curve method. Next session. Okay, now nobody can beat you in basics of inequalities. Just go and ask your seniors, ask your juniors. You can give any question. Do you know this? Do you know this? Like that. Okay, everybody? Chalo, this is going to be next session, and I'll be awaiting your answers in the comment section. I have given you one homework now. Okay. Acha, Rohanit has a very good question, Actually, yes, Sanjay is also asking the same question. 2 students asking same question, and very good question. Ma'am, is there any reason for making comparison always with 0 in inequalities? That is one question. Ma'am, is it compulsory to have 0 on the right hand side to solve inequality? Yes. Now apply your brains. Inequality means what? See, always greater than 0, less than 0, greater than or equals to 0, less than or equals to 0. See, greater than 0 means your expression is positive. Less than 0 means your expression is negative. Okay, can you see? So 0 is that point because after 0 things are becoming positive, and before 0 things are becoming negative. So 0 is absolutely very strong thing, okay, to judge whether a thing is positive or whether a thing is negative. Got it, everybody? Okay. Chalo. If at all you guys are, I think we are done with the session. Now, if you are a dropper thinking about dropping, okay, so what you can do is you can just enroll in our batch, okay, and you can see. If you don't see an improvement, 100% feel will get returned. Okay, all right. So this is Vedantu rank improvement promise. If your rank will not get improved, we'll refund your fees. Okay, so you can just understand this. This is specially for droppers. So this is for offline JEE and NEET repeaters. Okay, if you want to repeat. 90% scholarship is applicable. What you need to do is description box mein there is a form. You fill it and we'll call you, and you can visit to your nearest center. Okay. In the beginning, I have shared that we have got nearest center. Also, see, if I talk about Karnataka, we were catering Karnataka students. 1 in 3 students cleared JEE Advance. Oh my God. Insane results. Suppose I am teaching 30 students, 10 students are clearing JEE Advance, and rest 20 students are clearing JEE Main with flying colors. Okay. So can you see historic results? And the students, can you see Daksh? So got Karnataka state rank 1, all India rank in JEE Advanced 15 and 120 on 120 in mathematics. Trust me how strong we are in academics, especially in the mathematics, which is most required over here. Okay. All right. So if you're from Bangalore, what you can do is you can just check this out. Okay, Pujita is saying, ma'am, can you give DPPs? Yes. So just join Vedantu JEE English YouTube channel. Link is given in the description box. Telegram. Okay, Telegram. Okay, and I am going to share some DPPs. Okay, everybody, make sure that you are liking the session. Make sure that you're commenting on the session. I'll be replying you. See, the moment I take session, first 15 minutes, I'll be like, oh, I need to watch the comments. I need to see the session comments and I need to reply it to you. Okay, everybody, this is me, your Ninja Ma'am, signing off, and I'm going to see you in the next session, which is tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to start class 12th. And next week onwards, all the sessions will be live every day, 2 sessions.